Well, I am, first of all, did not expect this to be as lavish as it is. And I am very, very, very grateful for all of you who have spent time to put this together. In fact, can we give them a round of applause? I want to start out by first doing what is the most important thing I could ever do, which connects to my core values just as a man and as a person, which is to thank God. It's been mentioned a few times that I have a responsibility of preaching and teaching and pastoring the church, and I take that very seriously, but I only do that because of how much I love God. And I believe it's because of him that I'm here today. And I'm very, very grateful for that. And I do want to pause and give him all the honor and the glory. I don't think anything is an accident in life. I think good days and bad, easy moments and challenges are all divinely inspired. And I'm so grateful for that. Second, I want to thank my mom. My mom is actually here today. She's here. Want to wave your hands, Mom? If you all wouldn't mind. It's been a tough couple of years for my mom and I and for our family. And we've been able to see each other probably more through some of the things we've been through these last few years than we have before. And I'm just really grateful that she's here today. And so you all see me, but I am the byproduct of a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifices. And my mom has worked since she was about 14 years old and instilled in me and my sisters a tremendous work ethic and holding that as a very important value in our lives. And so, Mom, I appreciate you, love you, and I thank you, and I hope to continue to make you proud. I am also grateful. I get to serve the best church on earth. And the Southside Church of Christ here in Montgomery, Alabama. It would be right if I would say, and our services are every Sunday at 10 a.m. But I want all the members and friends of the Southside Church of Christ to stand. If you all would acknowledge them, I would so appreciate it. They are great supporters of me and my daughters, and I could not do what I'm doing without their support. And so I really appreciate that. I also appreciate Daryl Bailey. Let's give Daryl a round of applause. Amen. Daryl is the most active district attorney I've ever met. He has a tireless work ethic. He is highly involved in our community. And in my years of service in our community, I know that makes a huge difference to us. The fact that we can reach out and touch Daryl is a great blessing, and we are very appreciative of that as well. Obviously, I thank all of our distinguished guests for being with us today, and all of the members of the District Attorney Department and family. Really appreciate all of you. I believe I've met most of us already, and we're all beginning to know each other even more. And I want you to know I'm very, very humble, and very grateful that you would take time out today to be here to celebrate this moment with me. I am not only the byproduct of my mom's hard work, but I am the byproduct of people who cared. I grew up in Kansas City, Kansas, and in particular Wyandotte County, Kansas. And it is the poorest county in the state of Kansas. I grew up in an environment where we would constantly be on the top 5 murder rates for our entire country. Somewhere there will be Chicago, and a few slots down there will be Kansas City. And I was blessed to not be a statistic because I had people around me who cared. People who didn't mind going the extra mile, people who didn't mind taking extra time, people who weren't so caught up in themselves that they wouldn't take a spare moment to make a difference in a young man's life. Despite the efforts of my grandmother and my mother and church friends and family who cared about me, it would have been very easy for me not to be here today. And I say that with all the sincerity of my heart. I have friends who are no longer here today because they have become victims of bad decisions and mistakes many of the very ones that Todd Strange talked about a moment ago when we get off track very early. That didn't happen to me. And again, because somebody took time. And all of you are a part of the family of people who take time to make a difference. And that is the reason why this program was so attractive to me and why I believe God sent me to it. I would be here because of those sacrifices, and I hope someday someone can say that they're better and stronger because I had a small part to play in it. I'm very, very appreciative of the opportunity to work with some really, really great folks so far. I'm in the infancy stages of my time here with the DA's office, but I want to acknowledge some of the hardest working people that you've ever met in your life. Ms. Takia Young, if you wouldn't mind standing at this time, just give her a round of applause. She is the program supervisor of HMFI, and very, very grateful for her work ethic. Also, we have Ms. Barbara Bruce. Barbara's in the house. All right. Give her a round of applause. Ms. Brenda Owens, if she wouldn't mind. Amen. Mr. Joe Cameron. And although she is in a different group, she's in our office and we claim her a little bit as well. Miss Marcy, if you wouldn't mind, we'll claim her a little bit too. But seeing their smiling faces every day has been a joy, and we're very, very grateful for that as well. I just want to take just a quick second to talk a little bit about why this day is so important in regards to our future. First of all, we stand, as has been mentioned before, on some very, very powerful shoulders. Mr. Tyson, and I don't know if he's in the room, but I did get an email from him this morning, but we are obviously his brainchild, and we are very, very grateful for his sacrifices and innovation that's allowed this program to flourish over the last 10 years. And then, of course, Ms. Sandra Edwards, who gave much of her energy and her creativity to this program, and we'd be remiss if we didn't thank her for all that she has done for us, and we hope that we'll take this program to the next level. Daryl is correct, because I asked Daryl, I'm a very visual person and a very simple-minded person, I believe, and I said, Daryl, just really break it down to me. What is it that you want me to do? And he said what he just said a moment ago. I want you guys to help as many people as you possibly can. I want you to help families. And I've spent the last several weeks thinking about that and trying to develop a construct for me to be able to motivate our team to do some amazing things. And so in our first 100 days or so, there are some emphases that we would like to accomplish, and we hope that all of you will support us in that particular effort. I think the first thing that we want to be able to accomplish is to help increase awareness. I am of the reality that we live in a very divided time right now in our country. There's a lot of things about each other that we don't understand. And many of you understand that when you don't know each other, it creates fear. And when we fear each other, we make no progress. And there are a lot of people in our community right now that are hurting, that are frustrated, and it's easy to make an assumption as to why they're going through what they're going through. But we need to try to get more engaged and create more awareness about who we are and what it is that we do. And we're looking forward to doing that because we realize that we lack much intimacy in our community. And at the same time, there are endless resources in Montgomery that can help our families go further.